Liz here, creator of Wild Soul Movement, and welcome to the breast massage video. One of the reasons I made this video is because for me, I know a lot of my life, my relationship to my breasts was not a good one. I grew up as a huge tomboy and I was always just stuffing them in sports bras, hoping to get them out of the way. And I also started growing them at a very young age. So I've had boobs since I was in like the 3rd grade. And I remember growing up, having kids make derogatory comments to me about them. And really every time something like that would happen, I would just want to hide them even more. And it really wasn't until actually 2 or 3 years ago when I moved to Southern California that I was even able to get comfortable with my own breasts, because what happened was I looked around and I realized how many women had breast implants. And if you're a woman with breast implants, there's nothing wrong with that. Just for me, realizing how many women have paid a lot of money for something that I have grown naturally and I wasn't appreciating them was a big eye-opener for me. So the purpose of this video is really to help you have a better relationship with this amazing part of your body that surrounds your heart chakra, that is really a big part of being a woman. And also, depending on your situation, maybe you have smaller breasts, maybe you have larger breasts, maybe you've had some kind of breast surgery or a mastectomy, or maybe you have breast implants. So I really, no matter what your situation is, what your connection to this area is, want to encourage you to explore and to get to know yourself here and to use this practice as a way to really love on this area of your body. So in terms of the massage, I'm going to give you some ideas and I'm going to give you some guidance. And I also want you to know, since I've been doing this for over a year, I've been able to stop wearing bras. Once I started to connect and actually feel and turn on the sensation in this area, I just realized how constricting the actual bra was. And now I only ever wear them to work out. So I only ever wear them for functional reasons. And even when I put them on, I notice so much tightness in my back and I don't breathe as well. So I just want to encourage you. I know this is not super how we're cultured. We're cultured to strap them up, tighten them in, lift them up. But your breasts are beautiful. Your entire body as a woman is a work of art, whether you choose to believe that or not. For centuries, women's bodies were art. And then at a certain point, print media started to exist and there was Photoshop and airbrushing and touch-ups. And people started modifying our bodies, which used to just be painted and sculpted just the way they were. So I want to inspire you perhaps to just accept your body exactly the way it is and begin to love it. And this practice is a great pathway to that. So one of the concepts that I want to share around the breast massage is that it's not just around the surface area of your breast. Like, explore up to the surrounding areas, right? Maybe into your armpit a little bit, down your side a bit, to your upper ribs. Like, let the surface area be really big that gets to enjoy this massage. And use your hands, use your full hands. So you can rub, you can use your fingers to knead, you can grab and knead, you can shake, you can explore, like I said, the whole surrounding area, up, around, and especially if you're someone who does have implants or you've had any kind of surgery in this area and maybe you don't have sensation across the entire breast, really focus your time and energy on where you can feel. The first time I made a breast massage video, that was a question that I got. I can't feel because I have had surgery here. So focus on the areas that you can feel. So one of the things that's important to know is that typically, if this wasn't a video that was going to go on YouTube, I would not be doing this with a shirt on. I typically like to do this in the shower so I can use the soap. Or I like to use lotion. And recently, because a friend of mine knows I love this practice, she gave me breast massage oil, specially made by someone in her office. She's a naturopath. So maybe do some research, maybe find some breast massage oil, or you can even just use coconut oil or just something that smells amazing to enhance all of the senses, the sensuality of the entire experience. So let's explore a little bit. Again, there's all different ways to use your hands. You could just use your fingertips or you could use the pads of your finger, but explore the entire area. Maybe notice where it might be tender or sore. I know that when I used to wear bras, at the underwire, that area, this would be really tight under here. So give some special attention here. get in there, get around. You can push, you can use like the bottom, this strong part. You can maybe even use the other side of your hands. Maybe you make a fist and maybe you push around or massage around that way. I like to use my thumbs a lot to really, like, imagine your breast as like a flower with like the nipple being the center, and then you're kind of drawing petals all the way around, or maybe using your fingertips outward. So another thing you could do is you can lay down. And this is something I do all the time without even noticing. When I lay in bed at night, or sometimes in the morning I wake up and I'll just play, and I just get used to feeling around and loosening up any areas that might feel like there's tension or maybe dense breast tissue, and taking my time. You can, of course, always play with the nipple and the areola area, and don't be scared to get turned on by this practice. Sometimes you can learn new things about yourself, about what you enjoy, how you like being touched, which is then great if you have a partner that you want to share that with. You can shake them, and you can tap around the area when you're laying down, breathing and sending love into the space. So I think you get the point here. Just play and explore and try out different types of strokes. And then whenever you're done, I just want you to sit for a moment with your hands on your breasts, just imagining and appreciating how much more alive they are now that you've sent them love and energy and attention. It's kind of like watering a plant. It's nourishment that we need. I live right by a train. You probably just heard that. I love that it came barreling through when I said nourishment, to like extra emphasize how important it is to give yourself all kinds of nourishment. So as you finish up your breast massage, just take a moment to breathe and to appreciate the area, and to just know that you've loved on yourself. You've taken a moment to be with your body, to do something for your body. And you know, this is something you could do 2 minutes a day. I'm telling you, for me, it's been like getting a natural boob lift. It's so exciting. I love it when people ask, are your boobs real? And I'm like, yes, they are. I grew them myself, because they're just perkier because I've been loving on them. So in the comments below the video, I'd love to know how this felt for you. If you were uncomfortable, that's okay. If you discovered a way of touching your breast or massaging that felt really good, definitely let us know that. And if you'd like to connect, you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Liz D'Alto. You can always email us at hello@wildsoulmovement.com, and be sure to enter your name and email at wildsoulmovement.com to stay up to date on other videos like this and blogs. And we are constantly talking about topics around womanhood and how to be a woman in the 21st century and navigate this wild world that we live in. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.
Forgiveness is for the forgiver. It's not about saying to anyone or anything that was okay, or I'm letting you off the hook for what you did. It's just about saying I am no longer willing to give my power or my energy away to something that A, is in the past, and B, is not in my control.